Today I'm going to be working on this hat, which you saw in my last video, the comic skirt video. There's a couple things wrong with it. One, the crown is just a little too tight for my liking, and it keeps getting blown off in the wind. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to put a comb in the crown, which I actually already did, and I have been using it as is. And I've got to take this white hat band out and replace it with some things I bought. I bought this to replace the hat band. It's kind of a grosgrain ribbon. It's not true grosgrain, but it's what I got, which means it's a little less stretchy than it should be, but that's okay. So I'm gonna rip this out, make a length of this, excuse me, and put it back in here. And then on the outside, I'm going to take this lovely lace and I'm going to put this blue lace through these holes to create a nice hat band. And I've got these two colors to sew it together. To do this, you need some pins, a tape measure, and a seam ripper. And I'm just gonna go right for it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little mark right here so I can easily measure how long this was. I woke up with my cat sleeping on my face this morning, so my allergies have kind of made me a little croaky. So don't mind me too much. Hopefully this doesn't disappear. Got this off, and you can actually see kind of how grungy that is, so I'm glad it's going away. You can also see that it's been bent like this. This is what you can do with real grosgrain ribbon, which I can't do because I don't have real grosgrain ribbon. I've just got this. So we're just going to measure it out from the pink mark to the pink mark. And I think I'm just gonna measure it, see what it is. I think I'd like it to be 23 inches. Okay, it's 22 inches. So I think I'm just gonna cut this at 24. Measure out 25 inches, and I'm going to try to put that curve in it, which I don't think I'll be successful at all because it's I think this is cotton, this is polyester. I don't want to melt anything to my iron, but I'm going to try. This way I have some overlap. I sew it together. And I was thinking about making a chin strap, and I got these, but I'd only deploy that on really windy days. Otherwise I'd have it tucked in the cap. But I think the comb might work because, yeah, I think the comb might work. It's like, I know the comb does work, but I think I won't need the chin strap as a backup either. Okay, you just missed all that because I forgot to press record. Doofus. I forgot to press record, and well, I was able to put a little bit of bend in here, which is a lot more than I was expecting. So now I'm going to measure the crown of my head, and I'm going to mark on here where I want the two ends to overlap. Okay, I did measure it again, and I want it to be 23. So, the skill of making hats is called millinery. And I learned how to do it in college. My costume professor taught us in his classes, and I really enjoy it. I especially enjoy it because my dad always told me of his grandma, his Ellen Ward, who came to America from Ireland when she was 13, because she was told that in America, in New York, the streets are paved with gold. Well, when she got here, she just thought it stank, so she ended up going to Grand Rapids. She had family there, and she learned how to make hats, and her hats were the best in Grand Rapids. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take a pin, now I'm going to take my hat, and this is the front, which means this is the back. So I'm just going to get my hat band, take it, I'm just going to start pinning it around the crown. Try to stretch the hat out a little bit because I am making it bigger ever so slightly. Okay, so I was going to sew this by hand, but I think I'll get better results if I sew it on the machine. So I'm just going to spin up a bobbin and do this on the machine with this color thread, which is the closest match I could get. I actually took the hat into the shop to match the color. Maybe you'll get a better angle from here. Wow. Okay, I gotta try it on. That went surprisingly well. Okay, so I just tried this on and it fits like a charm. Like, I am so pleased. Like, I thought it was gonna work, but I had my doubts, and it works. It fits exactly how I would like it to fit. Wow. That's I'm actually really happy. And it even gave me a little extra room. And I'm very glad I used the sewing machine because it gave me a nice clean result. And you can see it from the outside, but like, not really. Let me get this up. The manufacturer, I should say, used this clear thread to sew the hat band on. is. It's not hat band. I don't think it's hat band because hat band's what go on again and outside. I think I should have used a bigger stitch. That's not good. Stuck it. Yeah, so this, I've got to also fix this up right here. I think I'll just do some clever hand stitches. But yeah, now I get to do the fun part. Okay. So I'm gonna open this up. Okay, I've had a huge problem. My camera battery died and I don't know where my other camera batteries are. So I'm borrowing a phone and I don't know how much storage they have on it. So wish me luck. Okay, so what I gotta do is I'm going to take this, wrap it around like so. Give myself some overlap. Okay. Now I think this is 100% cotton. Yeah, it is, so I'm not even gonna try to burn it. So here's my strip. I'm just gonna lay it around the brim, like so. I think I'm gonna actually take this to the iron and try to put a curve in it. Other than that, we just line it up. Maybe whip stitch it in place, and then I put the insertion band in. So I'm gonna try to iron this. Real quick, I'm gonna fix this little stick out right here and this little tag right here. I'm just gonna slip stitch those down off camera real quick. Okay, so I have the hat stitched up, a little thing on the side, and on the brim. Where is it? Yep, so that's nice and flat and you can't see it from the top. Honestly, I think I might take a toothbrush to this because it's kind of grungy. Well, I wear it outside and working, and then I touch it with dirty garden hands, you know. So that's not hanging in my face on my drive from distracting me. But I have my ribbon now, and I was able to take it to the iron and make it curvy, even though it's flat, so that when I make it a circle, it won't stick out as far on the brim. So now I'm going to find the front, which is right next to that thing I fixed right here. This is the front. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure I have, okay, this is, just fold it in half maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna take that, put that in the front, and I'm just gonna take this around in the back. That works real nice. Overlaps, and I can put the insertion lace in. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some stitches along the top, along the bottom, and at the center of each one of these little, like here, just to give it a little strength. Yeah. Okay, so it's done. I think it looks super cute, and it fits like exactly the way I want it to, which is great. I've got a little extra, and I turned that into a bow. I was initially just gonna tuck it in and make it just like this all the way around, but I think it is easier to just tie a bow. And that way, if I ever want to change this ribbon real quick, I just tie it to the next ribbon and I just pull it through and it'll go and switch out super easy. And I think this complements the hat really well. I was also looking at like a orange gingham ribbon so that it matched the comic skirt really well, but I wear this hat with more than just that comic skirt, so I decided to use this blue tone. And I have some of this blue ribbon somewhere, but I don't know where, and honestly, it's very versatile, so I just bought more. So this is what it looks like on the outside. It looks really nice. And then on the inside, I fixed this little, oh, where is it? This little thing. Before it was all floppy everywhere. I just cut it back a little bit to get all the little white off. And I have the clip, the comb. I also have the new head ribbon, which isn't super dirty and makes it too tight on my head. So, yeah. I'd like to thank everyone so much for watching this week's video. Sorry that it's not sewing, but I hope you maybe have learned a couple things about making hats. This is a pretty easy thing to do. I got this hat at a dollar store for $1. Made sure to clean that right, make sure to clean it. But with a little creativity and some patience, it's got some new life into it. It's not so damaged, and it looks nicer and it's more functional. So thanks for watching this week's video, everybody. See you in a couple of weeks.